Want to stand out and become part of the top 1% of candidates in your job search? Join us for Resume and Interview Supercharge Workshop, where we'll show you how to transform your resume into a tool that gets you noticed. Welcome to Urban Food Alliance, the podcast that's all about lighting that fire within you to create an amazing future. It's like giving people a superpower to navigate today's ever-changing job landscape. Here at Urban Food Alliance, we're all about making sure everyone, no matter their background, has the chance to shine in their careers. Think resume, standout, interview tips and tools, job market, mentorship, and real world experiences that'll make you stand out from the crowd. Whether you're hunting for a job, changing careers, or just looking to grow, Urban Food Alliance is your biggest cheerleader. Let's dive in and take that career of yours to new heights.
So it's kind of like step by step, like how to make your resume better. The first thing that I did or to do is to look at the job posting and job description and find the common words and phrases. And so this will be able to help you write your objective or summary and your resume bullet points better to match with the job description. And I think also the best way for me to give you guys an example is actually show you the job description that I was looking into. So here is the job description that I originally want to apply. Do this to analyze. Oh, uh-oh. Everyone can hear me, right? Yes?
Your voice is dropping.
Yeah,
Yes, your voice is breaking.
Uh-oh.
but now it's okay. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
comes and goes.
Yeah. I just got a notification that my internet connection just went unstable. Like, uh-oh.
Okay, now it's good.
Okay, perfect. So there's some keywords that even when I'm reading this, I can tell too that they're looking for somebody who has customer relationships and they want somebody with experience in some kind of mobile and web platforms, analytical and digital data. So even when I'm reading this, I can tell that, okay, they're looking for an analytical person, SQL, web analytics, and Python, R, Alteryx, A/B testing, big data environments like Hadoop and Teradata. But that's different when I'm reading it versus when I'm applying it in ChatGPT. So what I did was one of the tools that you can use is Legendary Resumes, or Mushi, I added another resource. It's called Free Word Cloud Generator. I don't know if you heard, but I personally like this one better, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So what you do is, okay, this is what it looks like, Cloud Word Generator. And the reason why, you'll see why I like this in a second. What you do is I would copy and paste the job description that you guys just saw earlier. I would copy and paste it here. You'll click enter and you'll see this cloud looking thing where you see the most important words pop up most frequently, which is analytical digital data. And then it gets smaller, meaning it's not that important, but I mean, it comes up less often. Sometimes the font looks quite similar, the font size, which is why I like to see a list of how many words frequently show up, which is why when you click here, the word has popped up. So the word analytical, the word analytical popped up 7 times, and then it goes down the list as well. So I like this list personally because it helps me determine, okay, so I need to have this many words, like this, like the word digital 8 times or maybe more on my resume if I can, followed by data and analytical. In doing so, yeah, so that's like the first step is to try to match it in the job description as well. So step 2 is to identify and integrate buzzwords. Now, buzzwords, I'm talking about, you look at the company's website, specifically on the About Us or Company Values page, and take note of the buzzwords. So actually what I did was I actually copied and pasted all of this, well, not all, but like this portion into ChatGPT. And I also copy and pasted the about page from JP Morgan. And it would actually give me keywords that JP Morgan was looking for, which oh, I see. Okay, I just copy and pasted the about page. And here, I'll show you what I posted
Okay.
in the chat.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go from the very beginning. For step one. So what I did for step one that I just went through is I type, okay, here is the digital analytics senior associate job description at JPMC. And I put in quotes, all this. And then I said, okay, here is my resume. So keep in mind, when I copy and pasted this, I did not use the ChatGPT 4.0 model. I'm using the free model, just
Free model,
FYI.
right. Okay.
And then I said, follow these instructions, which I copy and pasted from the document. So I copy and pasted this. Then as a result, it gave me this and it put in bold the words that popped up, which is like I showed you guys, anything with the word digital and anything with the word data or analytical or analyst. So it was able to write me the whole resume, literally, as you can see, all of this. All right, so for step two, I have to put some encouragement. That's what I did. Otherwise, ChatGPT might like change something. So I always put, okay, great, that's cool, whatever. So anyway, so then I said, okay, now here's the JPMC About Us page. This took me a while to copy and paste the About page because it was just formatted, spaced out, and I had to like literally like copy and paste. But this is what I was able to grab from the About page about their impact and what they value. It's quite lengthy. And then I put here, follow these instructions for step two. So then I copy and pasted all of step two. And then I told ChatGPT to follow the instructions of step two. And as a result, it gave me keywords that they found that they could integrate in my resume. So what they found from this company is all this that they have emphasized in their about page, as you can see. Then they revised my summary again, but this time they're going to incorporate the buzzwords that they found from the about page. So then they redid my resume again. So they redid my summary and also other portions of my resume that they tried to implement. And that's about it for step two, like editing intern. There's better ways to modify your job title. That way it can relate to the job description. So so that's step three right here. It's just modifying job titles. That's it. But yes, I would copy and paste all this. And into ChatGPT, I told it to now follow step three, which is all this. And then as an answer, it would tell me, okay, originally I had senior data analysis on my original resume. Okay, why did we change that? And then instead of quantitative analytics engineer, they suggested digital analytics engineer, which I personally disagree with that because I don't see why that would be for my role, but that's something I'm gonna think about later. And then finally, I had healthcare data analysis, and they suggested data analysis, but in parentheses, healthcare analytics. And then it explains, okay, why did we change these? So they changed, like, let's say they wanted to add digital and analytics, because like I said in step one, you want to have as many buzzwords as you can on your resume, right? That way, when the recruiter sees it, they can see that the word digital comes up so many times and the word data comes up multiple times throughout the resume, which is why they modified the job titles, at least for my resume, at least. And so this is what now it looks like when they change the job titles: digital analytics lead, digital analytics engineer, and data analysis, healthcare analytics. Now, you don't have, like, okay, by the way, just full disclosure, you don't have to follow everything ChatGPT says. It's there to guide you and give you suggestions, okay? If you don't agree with something, you can always stick back to what your original job title is. Like, for me, I'm still like quite iffy on digital analytics engineer. Like, remember what I said earlier, I was a machine learning engineer, which first of all, I've never heard of digital analytics engineer. And to me, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, machine learning makes sense, but not digital analytics. So
here
yes.
I'm going to add what you just said here, Munida. Just wanted to all of you that keep that in mind. Many times I heard people that said ChatGPT gives a false answer, ChatGPT does this. We always say use ChatGPT AI, trust but verify. Trust but verify. You have to verify what it's giving you based on whatever you're asking, right? So he like what you exactly said. Hey, it's like this job that is giving you. You should call it data analytics engineer versus machine analytics. What you are doing, all what he did, it just made your resume. Remember what Ali was saying? Make it the ATS friendly, two different version. So what I would do that, Munisa, if I were in your place, to make it like ATS friendly, this in parentheses, I would put whatever position you said you got, let's say machine learning analytics engineer. Okay.
So
So
like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
what we have seen that people do that on the resume, and then whenever they do it, then we know that what both are the essentially same. Nowadays, machine is what everything digitalized, correct?
Yes.
So, but because it used digitalized digital word, because you saw that all these multiple tool tells you that they are looking for somebody who can be part of. Typically nowadays a big bank have a team called digital team, this team. So they're looking someone who is going to be joining their digital team. So because the digital team is looking for a new analyst like yourself, so you have to have enough digital on your resume showing. Okay.
So for your suggestion, if I'm understanding this correctly, your suggestion is to keep digital analytics engineer, but put in parentheses machine learning engineer?
Yes.
Okay.
So that way during interview they will say that, hey, yeah, why you said, well, as I went through, then exactly as I was doing my research to find out it seems like this person is part of digital team. We'll talk about tomorrow how to position yourself, that way everything you put on your resume is back it up. Okay.
Okay.
And
Got it.
as a machine learning engineer in that specific company, what I did this. But all you are talking about machine learning, what you did or you did. So you can use that word machine learning and they will know. Yep, their team may not call it, that's a digital team. They might call it machine learning team, data analyst team, or data team, right?
Yes.
Those, whatever that team name is, that's fine, perfectly fine.
I'm going to move on to step 4. Step 4 is including relevant software. So if you are working in the tech industry, this is for you guys. Anybody outside, probably, I would say this is more towards skills, because that's what this is all about, is adding industry-specific software or skills. So what you should do or should Google is, let's say, you want to know what software the company uses more frequently. I knew what JP Morgan uses because I networked with few people who work at JP Morgan as a analytics senior associate. And so they have mentioned to me what is the most frequently used software. So I actually learned from them. And that is the best way to learn what software they use or anything in general of what their role consists of, is by networking. I highly suggest you guys network with people who works at the company you want to work at. It is the best way to know what the role is all about, and also for that person to get to know you and your personality, and if you are culturally fit for their team or maybe their sister team as well. Happens when I Google it. So I'm going to put JPMC software tools, for example. It's going to generate. So personally, I did not find anything useful regarding this, because I can click here, but then it took me to some specific software I am not familiar with, but it's something very specific in the world of payments. But again, what I've learned is I did it through networking. And like I said, networking is the best way to go. Also, another tip that I just realized that could help is sometimes when you're looking, sometimes if you see multiple roles, like, can I do that here? Hang on, let me see if I can do it here. Okay. Let's say so the role I show you guys, it's actually quant analytics, by the way. So when I type in quant analytics in Plano, Texas, because that's where I am currently, you can see all these roles are available right now. But you can see the pattern of what software that they want you to use. So this is a totally different role. Let's say this one, card acquisitions, forecasting and offers. When you go down and you see what the responsibility is, it's SAS, Python, R, Alteryx, and other ETL tools. And they said again, Snowflake, SAS, Python, R, Alteryx, Tableau, Excel, PowerPoint. My point is that you should see a pattern among these roles. There's a pattern that you guys can probably pick up. So like in this one, for example, SQL, Oracle, Microsoft SQL, Snowflake. So I'm seeing Snowflake more often and Alteryx more often and Tableau dashboards more often. So now you know, like, okay, I'm seeing these words frequently. So that would mean that they're using these tools often. If you prefer, I mean, you can look at and you can see how many what is the most frequently popped up words on your resume. I personally don't like the cloud like this. I like to see how many words have popped up. It's just easier for me. I mean, it's up to you guys, but you can see, like, compared to the word list, this word list from the job description, you see digital came up 8 times, data. So that is the result after following all those 5 steps. So now it's up to you to see, okay, well, I want to use the word analyst, for example, on my resume. Maybe I could try doing that, but is it necessary? Not really, because I have the word analytics that popped up 8 times on my resume. So maybe I don't need to worry about that. Or for now, I don't need to worry about it. But this is what I have so far after following step 5. So step 5 is important to follow, in my opinion, because it helps you understand, like, okay, am I satisfied with my resume as the final result? If you're not, you can always try again if you want, like from step 1, or like see where else, or see for yourself what you want to add.
Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more insights, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. Everyone brings a unique perspective, and we'd love to hear yours. See you in the next episode.